Hello everyone, I invite you to every Monday cryptocurrency review. Let's start by checking the current situation on the BTC to USDT pair, taking into account the 4-hour interval. First, we will use the yellow line to mark the local downward trend line from which the price has moved sideways. But at this point it is worth marking the sideways trend channel in which the price moves at the lower border with blue lines. When we turn on EMA cross 200, we see that the exit attempt was unsuccessful and we are still in the ongoing downward trend. Now we can move on to marking support areas in the event of a correction. For this purpose, we will use the trend-based fib extension tool. And here, first of all, it is worth marking the support zone from $25,787 to $25,379, where the price currently holds, but when we fall below this zone, we may see a drop to the area around the second zone from $25,048 to $24,708. Looking the other way, we can determine resistance areas in a similar way. First, we will mark the resistance zone from $26,073 to $26,548, where the price increase has been rejected. When it is overcome, we have a second significant zone from $27,264 to $27,807. Please pay attention to the CHOP index, which indicates that more and more energy is being collected for the movement. On the RSI, we see a visible rebound to the lower part of the range, but with room for the price to go slightly lower. While the stock indicator also indicates that energy has been used up, but a quick rebound of energy may give a further drop to the price in the coming hours. As the second chart in today's review, we will check ETH in pair with USDT, also on a 4-hour time frame. First, we will use the yellow line to mark the local downward trend line under which the price is currently located. Now let's move on to marking the support places. We will use the trend-based fib extension tool to mark supports, and as you can see, first, we have a support zone with the price ranging from $1,581 to $1,528. The second support is at $1,528, but if the support does not maintain the price, we may see a quick price drop in support area at $1,440. Looking the other way, we can similarly mark places where the price should encounter resistance on the way up. And here we have a resistance zone from $1,611 to $1,640. Then we can mark the second zone from $1,686 to $1,719. And then strong resistance at $1,761. As we can see, the volume is definitely on the seller's side, but what is important here is that the volume itself is not high. Index CHOP indicates that energy has been used. On the RSI, we have exceeded the lower limit of the range, which may affect the deceleration of the current correction. While the stock indicator is also close to exceeding the lower limit, but before it does so, the price may move down. Going further, we will check the LTC to USDT pair also on a 4-hour time frame. At the beginning, we can use the blue lines to mark the downward trend channel in which we move along the lower border. Let us now move on to determining supports for the LTC price in case the current correction deepens, and here we can notice that we are at the support level of $59.12, but if we break out of it below, the next support will be at $55.99. Looking the other way, similarly using the fib retracement tool, we can determine the resistance areas that the price must face. And here we see that the first resistance zone is from $61 to $63. Then we have the second zone from $64 to $66. Then resistance at $68.18. And then strong resistance at $70.69. The CHOP index indicates that the energy has been used up and is slowly growing. On the RSI, we exceed the lower limit, which may end the current correction or slow it down. While looking at the stock indicator, we see that the energy is running out, which can also give us a moment of rest before further movement. The last one in today's chart, we will check the MATIC chart on a 4-hour interval. First, we will mark with blue lines the downward trend channel in which the price is currently approaching the upper limit, which may provide an indication of the price direction in the coming days. When we look at EMA cross 200, we can see that a break above the current channel may result in a return to the strong upward trend for MATIC. Let's start by marking support points for the price, and we can see that first we have a support zone from 55 cents to 49 cents, where the price is currently holding, but if the price drops lower, the next zone is from 41 cents up to 35 cents. Looking the other way, we can similarly determine the resistance areas that the price must face. And here we see that the price has currently bounced off the resistance at 61 cents. Then we have the first resistance zone from 67 cents to 71 cents. And then we will move towards the second zone from 76 cents to 83 cents dollar. The CHOP index indicates that there is still a lot of energy for a continuation of the movement. The RSI index is back to the lower part of the range, while the stock indicator indicates that MATIC has been oversold, which may affect the side trend or price rebound. Technical analysis is provided by a third party and for informational purposes only. It does not reflect the views of CryptoDaily, nor is it intended to be used as legal, tax, investment, or financial advice.